Hello again. This is John Burroughs, and I'm going to continue with my autobiography, 7 Years to Life. This is chapter 35, and it's called Camille. For some reason, I feel that a life story would be incomplete without including those young ladies that I consider my girlfriend. Cam was my second girlfriend. That means we dated over 6 months, and I felt the relationship was serious, whatever that means when you are 18 years old. Cam was a head pom-pom girl, and while she was pretty, she was also cute, thus the term cutie, with an infectious personality. My locker was close to Cam's, and so I overheard conversations with her friends when they would come by. She was also involved in drama and acting, and she hung out with a lot of nerds. Actually, Cam got along with everybody. She was just so likable. It was well known that her boyfriend at the time was John Jay, and I did not know him well then, but it was no secret that he was a school heartthrob. He topped that off with an incredible personality and a heart of gold. He was also one of the best wrestlers in the state at his weight class. He was at Cam's locker one time when some of her more nerdy friends came visiting. I was there at the time, and I think these pseudo-intellectual friends of hers actually feared me in the wake of the Mark L. incident. Honestly, I tried not to use these people for my impromptu comic performances, but it was way too tempting, and I simply could not resist. This caused my victims to look sideways at me in disgust, but John was laughing because he had a great sense of humor, and like any good old Texas boy, he knew my intention was not to be hurtful, but just to be funny. Cam looked at me, and though she wanted to be politically correct, which actually did not exist at the time, she gave a little smile to me. This is the first time I spoke with John, and from that time on we became pretty close, though we did not constantly hang out as much as I did with my other pot-smoking, acid-dropping friends. John was pretty straight-laced, but he was one of those unique people that found a way to get along with everybody. It came as a big surprise when I found out that John had split with Cam. I went to John and he verified it, and that it was a friendly split. As surprises go, that was mild compared to the shock I felt when I asked Cam out a few weeks later and she said yes. It may have shocked a few of her friends also. She was genuinely a sweet person, and I really enjoyed going out with her. About 3 months or so into our relationship, I was parked in her driveway late at night when she revealed to me that she had developed a fondness for Jeff S., who happened to be one of my closest friends at the time, and on many occasions we would visit Jeff up at his parents' house. Jeff's parents had retired and moved to their houseboat on the Sacramento Delta, leaving the house in the hands of Jeff's older sister, Betsy, and her husband, Jeff. You will hear more about Jeff in later stories. I was now involved in the classic teenage girl's dilemma, torn between two lovers. Cam could not make a decision between us. Jeff and I were so close that there was no animosity whatsoever. The whole situation started to become a little frustrating over the next 3 months, that I began to feel that I was not fighting hard enough for her, and that planted a seed in my mind that the relationship was nearing an end anyway. Jeff did not win either because Cam became involved with other guys from a different school. Cam and I remained good friends till the end of high school and a little bit further, and then she went on to other things. I had actually begun another relationship with Georgia F., who eventually became my wife, and we were married for 10 years, but only together for 8 years. Once again, that will be covered later. My best friend Steve still remains in contact with Cam until this day, and he's told me she's facing some demanding and frustrating challenges, and I sincerely wish her the best in tackling those challenges. I still believe the choices we make determine our destiny, and I hope the choices she makes going forward will lead her to a place where she wants to be. Some challenges, no matter how daunting they may seem, are actually blessings, because as long as you are alive and in sound mind, Life will continue to teach you things just when you thought you had experienced all there was to experience. I never found the manual on how to live your life, and still haven't. One thing as I'm reading this now came to mind, because I'm an amateur singer, when Cam finally told me, or verified that it was over between us, she actually did it not only face to face, but she told me to listen to a song and the lyrics of it. And I won't forget that because I'm so into lyrics. The song was called Different Drum by the Stone Ponies, of which Linda Ronstadt was the lead singer. And it was about a similar situation to what I just described in this story, but it was also a very nice and pleasant way to let one down. Anyway, this will be John Burroughs signing off, and look forward to posting my next chapter in a couple of weeks. Thanks very much.